All right. Don't mind my mom. She's reading a bedtime story to my kids. But look, we called this handle. It was low on the 1 hour when I left the live stream, and I said it's likely this is a cup. That's a handle. We're bullish. My measured move is right here to 20,835. Bitcoin would go to 20,743. So I was off by $60. How did I get that measured move? Again, it's the length of this pole. How do I keep doing this? I don't know. But that's probably the third time. And this morning we called a cup and handle on the 7-minute that went to this. This was this cup. This was that handle. And we hit the target there during the live. Or maybe it was this little. Yeah, it was this little one right here. This little cup and handle. But regardless, man, we just, or maybe it was, yeah, we just keep hitting like the exact target almost. Like that's crazy with how close we are. You know, I dragged it to the line, but technically that was the exact measured move. I know what these bots are doing. It's so weird. So we hit that again. So if you had watched the live stream, that call was accurate, right? So anyone that watched the live and now sees Bitcoin has to be like, maybe we should join this guy's trading group, right? So I don't make you look foolish for being a lifer. Anyone finds out that you're a lifer and you're like, yeah, I'm a lifer. Like we're the most, basically the most consistent and accurate channel in all of YouTube. And we're the most accurate because we're the most consistent. You get it? Like that's the byproduct of showing up every day. So look, we pump beautifully to the upside. Awesome, awesome, awesome. But again, you have a resistance point. Number one, we talked about this. You're at the top of the channel. All right. Number two, you're at a resistance point. So let's bust that open here. Remember, we figured this out, that move, by doing what we're doing now. It's the constant analysis every 2 to 3 hours that's giving us the edge. Okay. Now look, that's an M. That could be and end up making a giant M pattern. All right. And that's bearish, hands down. The 1 hour does want to come to the downside and you're at resistance, 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 resistance. So pretty good to short resistance when the 1 hour is hot. You want to take a look at the 15. The 15, however, is going to kind of lead where the 1 hour can go. So at the end of the day, look, that's a falling wedge. And I just saw a lifer post this. And honestly, we'll take away the projected M there. And we'll just take the moving averages for away just to see that cleanliness. I like to see the cleanliness and get rid of this line, and this line. And that's a cup. That's a beautiful cup. All right. And that's a handle. I mean, we've been doing this all day and it's been playing out. However, the 4 hour is not in your favor. But this is the measured move of the cup and handle. I mean, the 1 hour is not in your favor, but this is the move of the cup and handle. Take you to your next resistance point, about 21,008, 21,007 area, that range bound area, right? This range right here. So Bitcoin, you know, and again, remember, we're not bullish unless we get above 21,800. I'll keep saying that till I'm blue in the face, right? But this is the channel. Up, down, up, down, up. And you're just getting tighter you're getting tighter and tighter in this range. So look, bring this down a little bit. Bitcoin's just getting very tight. And a big move is coming for Bitcoin. And I showed you the idea here. All right. Nothing has changed about the bigger idea. And how do we figure this out? This is the base of this triangle. We'll rework it because I just changed the trend line slightly. It's a little higher now. It's about 24,007. And then I'm just being precise. That one I don't really have to move much. And that's 14,000. So that's your measured move. That's a symmetrical triangle, could break out, and it's leading more like a bear flag. But it, you know, I don't want to. I'm not. Anything could happen. I don't want to lead us one way or the other. So what do I see happening for tonight? Well, right now the 1 hour is overbought. As simple as that. But the 15 minutes not, and the 4 hours trying to do this flip. like adding, and it's pretty, and it made, and look, you have to look at trend analysis. Always trend analysis. Low, high, higher, low. Bitcoin must put in a higher high right here. Bulls must put in a higher high to remain bullish. Because look, we could do this too. Low, high. I'll redraw this, but I'll do low, high, higher, low. Bulls must put in a higher high. You see? And that's trend analysis. Like, this is how you do trend analysis live, you know? So, bulls must put in a higher high. You know, and that's so a bullish trend can stay intact. See? So if the bulls don't put in a higher high above 21,800, then this is just going to be a bear flag like this. We're going to get rejected by that, and then we're going to come on back down. And then we could continue to dump. So, and I'll be prepared for that. And I'll show you when that happens, because every 5 to 6 to 7 hours, we're going to be going over Bitcoin. Beautiful that we made it over 20K and held, right? I mean, 20K is psychological. You have to, like, that's definite, you know? So there's the bigger trend. Take a picture of this. Write this down for yourself. Let me double click this. You know, write this down. I'll shoot this out to the charts right now. And I'm doing the video update as I type. Literally. And I'm saying it so you can get like that. So, just something to think about there. So, that's something to look at. Now, let's go into the 1 hour. All right. So, right now, 1 hour is bearish, and it's already starting to dump on you. You see that? Coming down. So, it's likely, unless the 15-minute throws a Hail Mary or does something crazy, that we end up down here at the bottom of the pattern again. Just like we've been doing. Now, the way that doesn't happen is if this turns out to be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, which I've seen play out, even though it's not the nicest, it's still considered an inverted head and shoulder. Can the 15-minute make magic here? Throw a Hail Mary, hit the measured move of the cup and handle, and this inverted head and shoulder. See, this is the cup, there's your handle, this is the inverted. So here's the deal. We're going to stay on the 15. And this is why I trade the 15 so much. The last 3 days, the 15-minute has been such a good go-to chart. And it's been amazing. So, yeah, sorry that was missing. I apologize. I don't know what that was. But so we're watching this falling wedge. 68% chance it breaks out. And you have support because, look, you have, this is a range. Let's go over the range that we're at right now. But if we bust it out here and we shrink it down and we look, you can see a bounce, a bounce, a bounce, a bounce, a bounce, a bounce, rejection, 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 rejection. It wouldn't be that crazy for us to bounce here off of 19,097, 20K, and break up to this next resistance point at 21,800. All right. Now, that doesn't necessarily have to happen. What you're looking for is for the 15-minute to come. And this is simple. This is simple. Okay? Say this to yourself out loud. The 15-minute comes up on the Stokes and resets, and you do not make a previous high. You're doing exactly what you just did here on this M, and you're going to drop to that measured move 68% of the time, back to the bottom of the pattern. So you're either going to make an M tonight when the 15-minute doesn't get above the previous high, or you get a little bit of a fake out, or you're going to break out and get past this resistance right here at 21,100, and you're going to head to the next resistance. At that point, the 1 hour will dump on you, and we'll go from there. So you're watching the 15-minute to see if you can get above this high at 20,800, really. If you don't, you're probably liking making an M, and that's going to be a rising wedge with a high stochastic on the 15 and the 1 hour, and that's going to be an obvious short. So I'm telling you, basically, you know exactly how to play Bitcoin tonight. It's either going to break out of this flag to the upside, or it's going to try to break up and do a lackluster move and dump. Now, it could continue to dump from here, too. Anything is possible, but the most likely scenario is a breakout out of this flag. How big that breakout is going to determine whether you long or short later into the night. That is your Bitcoin update. I also give you the trend analysis where you know you need to make a bigger high, higher than the previous high. So you got the wider version on the 4 hour, you got the 1 hour to worry about, and you got the 15-minute that's going to give you your moves. That's Bitcoin tonight in a nutshell. You have it. There it is, so beautifully given. All right.